Do you ever feel like your mind never stops talking? One moment it tells you, start that project. The next, wait, maybe tomorrow. Then another voice whispers, but what if it fails? And before you know it, 1,000 thoughts have fought inside your head, but not a single action has left your hands. Swami Vivekananda once said, the mind is both your best friend and your worst enemy. If you learn to command it, it will carry you to greatness. If you let it command you, it will drown you in confusion. Today, let's journey together from mind chatter to action. The path of focus, clarity, and decisive power. The very power that turned an ordinary monk into a force who awakened a sleeping nation. We live in an age where the battlefield isn't outside, it's within. Our wars are fought not with weapons but with distractions. A single ping on the phone, a new email, an endless scroll, every little vibration steals a piece of our attention. Decision makers today, entrepreneurs, students, professionals, don't suffer from a lack of information. They suffer from too much noise. Noise that breeds overthinking. Noise that disguises itself as planning. Noise that paralyzes action. Vivekananda saw this problem more than a century ago. He called it the restless monkey mind. He said, the mind is like a monkey, restless by nature, and when it drinks wine, it becomes more restless. When a scorpion bites it, it becomes more restless still. But if a demon possesses it, then how restless it becomes. That demon, in our times, is endless stimulation. Every thought that repeats without resolution burns energy. Not physical energy, but mental electricity. Imagine a lamp flickering because current keeps oscillating. That's what happens when your thoughts never align in one direction. You feel exhausted, not because you worked hard, but because your mind kept working against itself. How do we fix this? Vivekananda's answer was simple yet profound. Concentration. He said, the power of attention, when directed toward a single idea, becomes genius. But concentration is not achieved by force, it's achieved by training the mind to obey. Think of your mind as a wild horse. If you pull the reins too hard, it throws you off. If you let go completely, it runs wild into chaos. The art lies in gentle mastery, firm yet calm, guiding yet trusting. Vivekananda's method begins with self-observation. He advised, before you try to control the world, learn to control your own mind. Sit silently and watch your thoughts. Don't judge them, don't push them away. Simply watch. The act of watching creates distance, and in that distance, control begins. Every time you catch yourself drifting, you are strengthening the muscle of awareness. You are proving that you are not your thoughts. You are the one who commands them. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, what's the one thought repeating in your mind right now? Name it and release it. Let's imagine two rivers. The first is a flood, water everywhere, power wasted. The second is a channel, same water but directed. Which one lights up cities? The channel. Your thoughts are like that water. When scattered, they cause anxiety. When directed, they create results. Vivekananda said, take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. That's the blueprint of focus. In today's language, we call it deep work. He called it tapasya, burning concentration toward one purpose. Step 1. Stillness before movement. Before you act, learn to pause. Not the pause of laziness, but the pause of mastery. Vivekananda would sit in silence for hours before deciding anything. He said, in a moment of silence, the truth reveals itself more clearly than in hours of argument. Try this small practice. Before any decision, sending an email, replying to conflict, choosing between two paths, take 3 breaths. The first breath releases fear. The second releases expectation. The third connects you to clarity. Then ask yourself, what would my higher self choose right now? That question cuts through noise like a sword. You see, the purpose of silence isn't emptiness, it's alignment. When your inner voice aligns with truth, decisions become effortless. Step 2. Train your attention like a muscle. People often say, I can't focus. But the truth is, you haven't trained focus. You can't expect to lift heavy weights if you've never trained your muscles. Similarly, you can't expect to hold one thought if your mind is used to chasing 100. Start with 1 minute, just one. Sit, close your eyes, and watch your breath. When your mind runs away, bring it back gently. Not with frustration, but like bringing a child home safely. That single minute, done daily, rewires your brain. Neuroscience now calls this attention control. Vivekananda called it concentration yoga. Both mean the same, directing life force toward what truly matters. Step 3. Action as meditation. The goal is not to sit in caves, it's to bring meditative focus into action. Vivekananda declared, the highest meditation is to work with concentration. When you give yourself fully to a task, the chatter fades on its own. So when you're writing, just write. When you're listening, just listen. When you're walking, walk consciously. This is mindfulness before the word existed. You are training your brain to exist in one frequency, now. Each act done with focus expands your capacity for greatness. The world doesn't need more busy minds. It needs more present minds. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because their effort is divided. Half mind on the goal, half on fear. Half on creation, half on approval. Half on doing, half on doubting. Vivekananda warned, the moment you doubt your power, you give power to your doubt. The universe obeys the man who acts with certainty, not the one who waits for permission. So the next time doubt appears, don't argue with it. Act anyway. Action itself silences doubt. Step 4. Convert thought into force. Thought alone has no value until it moves. Vivekananda's life was proof. He didn't just talk of strength, he embodied it. From a wandering monk, he became the voice of India on the world stage. Through action born of clarity, he explained, we are what our thoughts have made us, so take care about what you think. Words are secondary. Thoughts live, they travel far. To convert thought into power, he recommended 3 habits. Affirmation. Begin the day with a single command, my mind obeys me. Say it aloud. Believe it. Feel it. You are setting the direction of energy. Execution. Turn every key thought into a small act. Do not wait for perfection. Begin. As he said, take up one idea and make it your life. The act itself gathers strength. Reflection. At night, review. Did my mind obey me today? Even if the answer is partly, celebrate it. That awareness itself is growth. Within days, you'll notice momentum replacing hesitation. Step 5. Faith in yourself. No amount of focus works without faith. Vivekananda thundered, you have to believe in yourself before you believe in God. Because faith is the fuel that sustains attention. If you constantly question your worth, your energy scatters again. Faith brings unity. It turns mental chatter into conviction. It tells your mind, I have chosen my path, and I will walk it. He reminded us, stand up, be bold, be strong, take the whole responsibility on your own shoulders, and know that you are the creator of your destiny. That statement is not motivational fluff, it's mental physics. When you accept responsibility, you stop leaking energy in blame or regret. Have you ever met someone who decides quickly yet rarely regrets? Their secret is inner silence. Because when the mind is quiet, intuition speaks. Vivekananda said, intuition is not mystical, it's the lightning of a trained mind. Logic is the lamp, intuition is the sun. Logic shows details, intuition sees the whole. When both unite, decision-making becomes flow. And that's what great leaders, creators, and sages share in common, a mind that listens before it leaps. Everyday rituals to silence chatter. Let's translate his wisdom into your daily routine. Morning, 2 minutes. Sit straight, breathe slowly, and repeat, I am fearless. My mind is my tool. Visualize your mind as clear sky, thoughts as passing clouds. Watch them drift without reaction. During the day, 3 minutes total. Whenever anxiety rises, pause. Breathe in 4 counts, hold 2, exhale 6. Name the emotion softly, fear, doubt, anger. Naming tames it. You have separated the watcher from the wave. Night, 2 minutes. Recall one moment you acted despite fear. Write it down. That note becomes proof for your subconscious. I act even when the mind resists. Within a week, you'll notice less hesitation, more flow, more calm decisiveness. That's the training of the inner warrior. If this is helping you quiet your mind, type the word focus in the comments right now. Anchor it in your awareness. Let's revisit one moment from his life. In 1893, on the eve of his speech at the Chicago Parliament of Religions, he sat alone in meditation. He had no friends there, no certainty he'd even be allowed to speak. But inside him was unshakable stillness. A mind so focused that when he finally spoke, his first word, Sisters and Brothers of America, shook the hall into thunderous applause. That's not charisma, that's concentrated consciousness. Years of mind discipline expressed through a single act. You too can channel that state. Not to stand on stages, but to speak with clarity in boardrooms, to make decisions that uplift lives, to lead your own destiny without inner noise. Step 6. Detachment, the shield of clarity. Vivekananda also taught detachment, not as coldness but as freedom from inner turbulence. He said, attachment is the source of all suffering. Do not confuse love with attachment. Work, but be not entangled. For a decision maker, detachment means this. You give your best, but you are not destroyed by results. You move on to the next action with the same calm. That's mental immunity. When the mind is detached, it obeys reason, not impulse. That's why great leaders appear calm under pressure. Their mind serves the mission, not the mood. Vivekananda described the human being in layers: body, mind, intellect, and spirit. Problems arise when the order flips, when body commands mind, when mind overrules intellect, and intellect forgets the spirit. Focus is restored when the hierarchy is realigned. Spirit leads intellect, intellect guides mind, mind commands body. This alignment is yoga, not mere posture but unity. When all four move as one, you feel power, peace, and purpose simultaneously. That's what he called being established in the self. Step 7. Purpose as compass. Direction matters as much as focus. If your aim is unclear, concentration only makes you faster at running in circles. Vivekananda urged everyone to discover their swadharma, their true calling. He said, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity by work, worship, knowledge, or meditation. So before asking, how can I focus? Ask, why must I focus? Purpose gathers scattered energy into a single beam. For a student, it could be learning for contribution, not grades. For a leader, serving people, not ego. For a seeker, realizing the self, not escaping the world. Once purpose is known, distraction loses its charm. Each morning before the world wakes, ask silently, what does life want through me today? Don't expect a dramatic answer. It may appear as a calm impulse, a feeling, a word. Trust it and act on it. That's how intuition becomes your compass. Vivekananda followed this inner guidance when he crossed oceans with no money, trusting the unseen hand of the divine. He often said, fear is death, fear is sin, fear is hell, because fear is nothing but noise, a refusal to hear the higher voice. When faith grows louder than fear, the mind naturally obeys. Step 8. Channel anger. Don't suppress it. Many think focus means suppressing emotion. Vivekananda disagreed. He said, you cannot get rid of anger by denying it. You must transmute it into power. Anger is energy seeking direction. Use it to push boundaries, not people. When a thought disturbs you, breathe and redirect the energy into your task. That's how emotion becomes motion. The 3 stages of mastery: awareness, you notice the chatter. My mind is restless. Control, you redirect it. Let's focus on one task. Transcendence, the chatter stops by itself. I am the witness, not the thought. Vivekananda lived in the 3rd state, yet he taught the first 2 patiently, because even a small victory, catching one wandering thought, is progress on the royal road of Raja Yoga. Step 9. Faith in the process. Sometimes you'll fail. You'll sit to meditate and end up planning dinner. You'll resolve to act and slip back into doubt. That's fine. Every return to awareness is victory. Every act of returning strengthens the will. He said, never mind failures, they are quite natural. They are the beauty of life, these failures. What would life be without them? So don't fight imperfection, train through it. Consistency beats intensity. Step 10. Service, the ultimate concentration. Vivekananda's final teaching on focus was service. When your work serves a larger cause, your mind finds automatic discipline. He said, they alone live who live for others, the rest are more dead than alive. When you connect your action to upliftment of people, of planet, of spirit, ego's chatter quiets, focus becomes devotion, decisions become duty, and energy flows endlessly, because purpose fuels it. Let's summarize Vivekananda's focus formula for the modern decision maker. Silence before movement, 3 breaths before every decision. Train attention, 1 minute daily breath awareness. Action as meditation, do one task with full presence. Convert thought into force, write 1 thought, 1 action, 1 reflection. Faith in yourself, affirm daily, my mind obeys me. Detachment, work hard, release outcome. Purpose, anchor focus in service or meaning. Transmute emotion, channel energy, never suppress it. Patience, every return strengthens the will. Service, let your work uplift, that's the highest concentration. Follow this for 21 days and you'll feel the shift. Less chatter, more command, less doubt, more direction. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Your mornings begin in calm awareness. Decisions that once took days now take minutes. People around you notice. Your presence has gravity. You no longer react to noise, you respond with power. That is mind mastery. Not escaping the world, but ruling your inner kingdom. Vivekananda's teachings were never about withdrawal. He said, be in the world, but not of it. Work as if you were to live 100 years, but live as if you were to die tomorrow. Meaning, act with full focus, but stay free from anxiety about results. That balance is the secret of joy and success. Let's close with his immortal words. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. This isn't just about ambition. It's about awakening from mental noise into conscious action. Every time you rise after distraction, every time you return to focus, you are awakening a little more. So from this moment, don't fight your mind, lead it. Don't silence thoughts, direct them. Don't wait for clarity, create it. Because the world doesn't reward thinkers, it rewards doers. And the greatest doers were first masters of their own minds. Remember, your mind is not a storm to survive, it's a sea to command. And when you learn to steer it, your actions will carry the power of 1,000 thoughts united in one direction. So take a breath and say it aloud. My mind obeys me. Your mind is not your master, it's your servant. Train it. If this message resonates with you, comment below. My mind obeys me. Let's see how many focused minds rise together.